Good morning, everyone. Meteorologist Jeremy Baker here on this Friday morning. We've made it almost to the weekend. Hopefully you've had a really good week and you're having a good morning. I'm following on Facebook, so feel free to ask any questions or say anything you like, tell me a joke. It's kind of a gray start to the day out there, so we might as well start with the allergens. Actually, good news on the allergy front. The numbers just came out a few minutes ago, and the Mount Cedar, which was over 20,000 yesterday, is now down to 740. So it's moderate now. So not as bad, but still elevated. The molds, they remain light. The count there, 220. So good news for that cedar, and I think we should be okay tomorrow too. It's going to get windy though, so it could be blowing some of those cedar particles around. All right, the aquifer definitely needing some rainfall. It continues to hover just below 630 at 628.5, losing about 1/10 of a foot in the past 24 hours. So that monthly average is still well below, close to 40 feet below where we should be. And unfortunately, not a lot of measurable rain in the forecast, just like it's been for a long time now. All right, so we have weather impact alert for you. This is going into effect tomorrow morning, Saturday morning at 3 a.m., running until noon. The impact, gusty winds, 30 to 40 mile per hour gusts. I wouldn't be surprised to see a few gusts in the 40 to 50 mile an hour range. So because of that, make sure if you have anything loose outside your home, whether they're, say, lawn chairs or play toys, anything like that, try to bring it inside or tie it down. Make sure it's not going to blow around because that can cause some damage tomorrow with the winds that high. All right, here right now we've got 67 at the San Antonio Airport, 68 Stinson. We've got calm winds to go along with that. Barometer 1013 millibars. The dew point tells you how much moisture is in the air, in the atmosphere. That's at 62 degrees. The closer that is to the air temperature, that means the air just can't hold that much more moisture. So we've got 84% humidity. The higher the dew point, the higher the humidity typically. Allergies, yes. Denise, we've got those. Mount Cedar is moderate. The count, I think it was 740, and molds is light. The count there, 220. So cedar's still up there. Hopefully you're not suffering too bad from it. All right, we had some fog this morning. Once again, not as bad as previous mornings, but we still have some reduced visibility. San Antonio, 4-mile visibility. Gonzales, 1/2 mile visibility. New Braunfels, 2.5 mile visibility. So that's where it is right now. That should burn off pretty quickly over the next couple of hours. All right, temperatures, we had a low 40s in Junction this morning. Now Junction's at 52. Fredericksburg, Kerrville, both 59. Bernie, 61. Pleasanton, 70. Del Rio, 59. And the warm spot looks like Bay City to the east, of course, 76. For us, though, it's George West, 74. So pretty big range in those temperatures there this morning. Here's the radar. We've had a few isolated showers throughout the morning across South Texas. Not a lot, though. And we're not seeing a whole lot right now either. Let's zoom into where we have it. It's right around New Braunfels, a light shower there just to the east of Kyle. All this moving from the southwest to the northeast out of here. LaGrange seeing a little bit of rain activity. Gonzales, maybe a few raindrops there. Cuero too. That's about it though. The wider view on the water vapor, you can see this spin, this upper level area of low pressure moving out of the four corners. We've got a dry line that was parked over us yesterday around the I-35 corridor. This energy is going to push through us today, and that's what's going to cause these isolated showers and possible thunderstorms. The best chance I'm thinking is north and east of Bexar County. No problem, Denise. Hope that helps, and I hope you're having a good day and you have a great weekend. All right, here's that futurecast. You see the clock in the corner stretch out at 2 this afternoon, showing mostly cloudy skies for most of us. Off to the west, though, toward the Rio Grande Valley, Del Rio may clear out into some sunshine. Where the sun does come out, highs could hit the 80s. Where it doesn't come out, it might just be the 60s and 70s. San Antonio, we've got a high of 80. Might not hit that today. The clouds are really going to have to bust out to do that. If not, we could be stuck in the 60s. By tomorrow morning, though, things start to stabilize a little more. We get the wind picking up. There are those northerly winds I was talking about. Gusts again, 30 to 40 miles an hour. Along with that, we've got temperatures in the 30s in the hill country, so it'll feel more like the teens and 20s tomorrow morning because of that. San Antonio in the 40s. It'll feel more like the 30s, though. And still some cloud cover toward the coast, and that'll keep temperatures from dropping all that much. Throughout the day tomorrow, mostly to partly cloudy skies, breezy to windy, high temperatures only in the 50s and 60s, so big drop from what we're seeing today in the past few days. Then as we head into Sunday morning, the wind continues to calm down, still pretty breezy though out of the northeast, and the temperatures in the 30s again in the hill country, the 40s for the rest of South Texas. And then as we head into the rest of the forecast into Sunday, mostly cloudy skies on your Sunday, and the wind won't be nearly as bad Sunday as Saturday. But our high temperatures in about the same spot, upper 50s and low 60s. How much rain could we see out of this? Well, not a lot, unfortunately. San Antonio could see 100th to 1/10 of an inch at best. Southern County, same story. You really have to go to Houston to get some substantial measurable rainfall. Even there, not even expecting 1/2 of an inch. And we need it. Here's the drought report. It comes out every Thursday. Let's take a look at that. Was last September, or this past September. And you see a lot more extreme drought conditions. No exceptional drought condition like in Medina County or southeast of Hondo 6 months ago, but we have much more of our area in an extreme drought situation. So unfortunately, things are looking worse, and in the next 2 weeks, just not going to do anything to help that situation whatsoever. Here are the wind speeds, though. This afternoon, not too bad. Breezy, 5 to 15 miles an hour or so. Overnight tonight, the wind increases mainly after midnight. And then when you wake up tomorrow morning, say 9 a.m., you can see future wind speeds. These are wind gusts, 30 to 40 miles per hour. So plan for a windy morning tomorrow and a pretty windy rest of the day, too. Today, not too bad. We've got fog and clouds this morning, an isolated shower possible through the afternoon. Could have a thunderstorm, too. If we manage to break into the sunshine, we'll see 80. If we don't, we could get stuck in the 60s. This evening, mostly cloudy skies, chance for a shower in our eastern counties earlier on. Temperatures will drop pretty quickly through the 60s and into the 50s and eventually the 40s and even the 30s for the hill country. Here's that 14-day forecast. We've got 80 today, 58 tomorrow, and there's that weather impact alert day for the morning on Saturday. A 20% chance for a shower mainly in the morning. Could see another one in the afternoon in our southern counties. Northerly winds 20 to 30 and those higher wind gusts so sustained between 20 and 30 miles an hour. Sunday mostly sunny, a temperature of 61. Nice message from you, Ernest. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. All right, and then as we head into the first part of next week, Monday, a high of 56, 30% or 10% chance of rain. Better chance on Tuesday with a 30% cloudy skies, a high of 65. And the rest of the forecast, partly to mostly sunny skies. High temperatures mostly in the 60s, a little cooler next Saturday in the 50s, and then a little warmer next Monday in the 70s. The next Monday. All right, that's your forecast. Hope you have a great day. I'll have more on your weather today on Ken's 5 News at noon. And Sarah Fagrani will have your news. So we hope to see you then. If not, have a fabulous Friday and have a great weekend. Bye-bye, guys.